On a weekend tour of Paris, Miss Mallard, the world-famous detective, was joined by her nephew, Willard Woodgen, the Swiss police. They specially wanted to see Claudine Pillet, who was going to sing and dance at a nightclub called the Canal Rouge. Claudine was the granddaughter of an old family friend, Lily Pillet. "Isn't this exciting, Willard?" asked Miss Mallard as they sat down at the table near the stage. "Just ducky," said Inspector Wydian. A waiter took their orders and returned with 2 pots of tea. Inspector Wydian raised his cap and said, "Here's to Claudine, and may her success be as bright as her grandmother's," said Miss Mallard. "I met Lily Pillet many years ago. She was the toast of Paris in her day. She was often courted by royalty," she added. "It was even rumored that a wealthy king had showered her with gifts and priceless diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. True or not, she was greatly loved by everyone and sadly missed when she retired from stage. But just imagine," Miss Mallard continued, "after all these years, Claudine is stepping into Lily's costume and recreating the songs and dances at the famous Canal Rouge." Just then the cancan dancers finished the dancing. The lights dimmed and a hush came over the audience. "Shush!" The music began and Claudine stepped on stage. Everyone in the crowd oohed and ahed. Never before had they seen such a glittering, shimmering, sparkling costume. "Willard," whispered Miss Mallard, "she looks just like Lily did when she was younger. And the program says that she is going to perform Lily's spectacular Rain of Lights dance." "I can't wait," Willard answered. But oh no, as soon as she started singing, someone came swinging out onto the stage on a rope. He was wearing a mask. He grabbed Claudine and scooped her off the stage. The audience was horrified, and everyone cried loudly. "Good heavens, Auntie!" cried Inspector Wydian in alarm. "Claudine has been ducknapped." At once the manager, Monsieur Carrot, rushed out onto the stage to quiet the audience. "Let's keep on playing, keep on dancing," he shouted to the orchestra and the performers. "Let's go, Willard," says Miss Mallard. "We'll pay our waiter later." They made a hasty exit. Outside they went down a narrow alley until they came to the stage. Opening it, they didn't see a stage doorman, so they continued on their way. Backstage, everyone was racing around looking for Claudine. It was a sea of confusion. They looked behind curtains, behind sceneries, in the cellar and the rafters. 20 minutes later, someone cried, "Quick, here in the attic, Claudine has been found." Miss Mallard and the Inspector Wydian went up a spiral staircase to the attic. They got there just as Claudine was being rescued by one of the stagehands. The masked ducknapper was nowhere in sight.